Welcome back. Thanks very much for staying with us here on SABC News. And just a reminder again that the story may affect sensitive viewers. The mutilated body of a Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC activist in Zimbabwe, has been found. Moreblessings Ali had been missing for 2 weeks. The party's activist from Chitingwiza North was kidnapped last month. The opposition has accused ZANUPF of orchestrating the incident. We're now joined via Zoom by ZANU-PF South Africa spokesperson Kennedy Mandaza. A very good afternoon to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us here on SABC News. Of course, we're giving you the right to respond as ZANU-PF, but let's just start here. What is your reaction? What is the reaction then of ZANU-PF to this gruesome murder and the fact that Moreblessings Ali was found mutilated, her body mutilated? What is the response from your side?
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to extend our condolences to the Ali family on the loss of a dear one, and also to the generality of the Zimbabwean population. Because for us, the loss of an individual is regrettable, and it should never happen, especially under the circumstances that we hear that the late Moreblessing had to be found. ZANU-PF condemns any form of violence by anyone, and it has no business in criminal acts of that nature. And as a result, we are calling upon the law enforcement agencies to unearth whatever happened since the 24th of May up to the 11th of June, so that whoever is the perpetrator should be held accountable, and the full might of the law should be put on him. And like I've already said, we do not condone such acts at all. And it is also equally regrettable that politicians at this particular time, they go on the overdrive to make references and insinuations, yet the police force is still working on trying to investigate what exactly that took place and who this individual who is alleged to be the perpetrator is. And we believe that it is right for all of us to commiserate with the Ali family and all the other fellow Zimbabweans until the police have unearthed what exactly happened to Moreblessing.
So you believe that it's really just politicking on the side of CCC to point out or to accuse ZANU-PF of having a hand in this particular murder? I mean, what is your general response, apart from what you've just said now, in terms of the CCC saying that ZANU-PF is somehow involved? I mean, we were talking earlier on to Advocate Fadzai Here, who's a spokesperson for CCC, and she was pointing out to links, or certain links she believes are attached to ZANU-PF, pointing to where the body of Moreblessings was found, and saying that there is a clear belief within the party that ZANU-PF is involved. What's your comment then when it comes to that? You really do believe that it's just politicking on the side of CCC?
Like I've already indicated, I think it is unfortunate and regrettable that CCC goes to length to try to link ZANU-PF, an institution, to an act that was committed by an individual or individuals. The mere fact that they are alleging that the perpetrators could be members of ZANU-PF, which has not been proven or tested at all, does not locate ZANU-PF as an institution at the crime scene. And furthermore, ZANU-PF as an institution does not involve itself in matters of this nature, where we have always said that we are a mass party and we have no business in abducting, killing, and maiming our own citizens, because our existence primarily is to serve the people of Zimbabwe. Therefore, we viewed what Fadzai Here and the other members of CCC are saying as mere politicking, trying to score political points where it is not necessary. It is time for us as a collective, as Zimbabweans, to say let us find what is it that really happened to Moreblessing and allow the police force to act and see exactly who this perpetrator is. And the law enforcement agencies, we think and believe that they will do a good job and place the real perpetrator behind bars.
Yeah, there's a perception that these law enforcement agencies that you speak of, I'll say police, would never act against a ZANU-PF, or rather there is a shroud of fear around, acting against or investigating anything to do with ZANU-PF. Or do you think that's a false perception that there is?
Like you have said, it is a perception, and but there is no veracity to substantiate that particular perception, because we have seen many people who are bona fide members of ZANU-PF being arrested for crimes that they would have committed. And anyone who is a criminality, regardless who is involved in criminality, be it a ZANU-PF member, a CCC member, if you are caught committing or involved in crime, the police have a responsibility to do that because they've got a constitutional obligation to do so. So this perception that police cannot arrest or deal with those that are said to or linked to ZANU-PF, I think is a myth, because we have seen that in the past there are many other people from ZANU-PF who would have committed crimes have been arrested. But more importantly, I must repeat this, ZANU-PF has no hand in what we are talking about at the moment, especially just because somebody is alleged to be a member of ZANU-PF. That does not put ZANU-PF does not put ZANU-PF as an institution at the crime scene. Let the individual who is alleged to have committed this be dealt with the full might of the law, and that we support and will ensure that if there is need for ZANU-PF to assist, then we will do so.
Yeah. As the ruling party, I mean, do you have in place, and I do believe that the onus would perhaps be on you, in terms of, putting measures in place to curb incidents of what is seen as political violence, especially as, you head into election season. I mean, when I was chatting to CCC, they indicated that there is a sort of a shroud of fear, and whether you believe it or not, whether it's real or not to you, that is what they believe, that there is this fear. And no doubt, if someone in your party has been found with their body mutilated, one would want to link it to certain things, and one would want to perhaps link it to the issue of it being politics attached to it. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to indicate that this might just be, an element of crime, a crime element attached to it, but certainly this is not the view of CCC, those representing CCC, and I would assume, those that support the party. So, I mean, do you take that as an onus or as a burden on yourselves as ZANU-PF to make sure that there is a climate where people, especially Zimbabweans in general, feel safe around the time that you are, approaching those elections?
Let me start by saying that if you look at what is coming out now with regards to the death of Moreblessing, one of the members of CCC, known as Japa, has released a statement where he is explaining the relationship that could have existed between the Moreblessing and the perpetrator. And we have also seen another statement that has been put up by the police, which narrates from the time when they were called in to come and investigate, that is as early as the 24th of May up to the 11th. The information that is contained in these documents do not at all suggest that ZANU-PF was part of this particular thing as alleged by the CCC. But let me come back to the issue of political violence in the country. Our president, wherever he has been, and the leadership collective of ZANU-PF, they have been condemning and speaking against violence time and again. And they continue to do so because they know and value the importance of free, fair elections. Now that we are in this season where we expect people to be crisscrossing the country, it is incumbent upon our leadership to make sure that they continue to make this clarion call that we need people to behave in a manner that will ensure that we have free, fair, and credible elections. And this, the president and the leadership collective have done consistently. And we are hoping that people will heed this call. And even those in CCC and other political organizations will heed this call and ensure that the period running up to the elections will ensure that everyone has time to do his or her own campaign without any hindrances at all, as long as we respect and do the things within the confines of the Zimbabwean electoral law.
Yeah. All right. Thanks very much for speaking to us then. The ZANU-PF South Africa spokesperson, Kennedy Mandaza, and of course giving you the right of reply there after CCC did indicate that the murder of their member there is indeed at the hands of ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF refusing that's true, denying those particular allegations just after Moreblessings Ali's body was found mutilated. Of course, CCC linking it to the issue of politics at this time.